Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am sorry for being off so long, but I have been very busy. I've been so busy the last 3 months. I just finished my placement, that's like my internship, and now I'm even busier, like I'm supposed to be, because I'm in the midst of writing my report, but I'm not actually writing it, but I'm supposed to because that's my final submission, and then in September I'll be done with my course. But just decided to make a video for a general Q&A because I put a story once upon a time 2 months ago. I put a story on Instagram asking if you guys had any questions about my life in the UK or if just in general, and then I received some questions, so I just thought I'll answer them finally. So I have a script for you guys because there are just some things that I think everyone should know before coming here. There were some things that I didn't know personally and I just wished I did. Yeah, so to start with, I will just like to tell you that first, once you all arrive in the UK, register for your GP. So GP is basically the general practitioner or the surgeon that you'll be assigned to, or the surgery you're assigned to. So surgery is basically the hospital NHS service here. So do that. You have to like fill a form and get yourself registered and everything, because that's very important in terms of your health. And secondly, go and get your BRP. So BRP collection depends on the collection point you've put in your visa application. If you've given the university's ACL code, you can go and collect it from the university, or else you'll have to go to the local post office of that city. BRP is like the most important thing in this country for an international student. Third, I will suggest that you register for your NI number, that is the national insurance number. This can be done from the government of UK website. So you can just put like NI application and then you have to show your BRP there. So unless you have that, you can't get an NI number. But NI number is like very important in terms of doing part-time jobs, because without that you can't really do a part-time job. Your employer will need your NI number, so because that links to your national wages and everything. So yeah, NI number is very important if you are planning to work here once you arrive. And just excuse me if I fumble because I'm not a professional. I'm just speaking from my own experiences here. I feel like I'm making this video because many people have texted me on Instagram, many have reached out on LinkedIn, and many have also reached out on Unibuddy, I guess. So Unibuddy is a chat platform, but it's a university chat platform. So I am a Unibuddy ambassador. If you just go on Nottingham's website and look up for my name or my course, MSc Food Production Management, you can find me. And if you have some more questions, I will recommend that you text me there, because like I try my best to help people and respond to every messages in detail. But on Instagram, when you text me, most of the messages go into message requests, which I tend not to check. But at this point I am, because I know many people are coming this year and of course they want to know some things and clear their doubts. But if I'm not able to respond to you there, I will just suggest that you reach out to me on Unibuddy. Also, one more important thing, I think you guys should carry a Forex card with you when you're coming here, because majority of this country is digital and they do not operate much in cash. So it's better you have some cash with you. You can have around 200 to 300 pounds in cash. Other than that, I will suggest put all your money into a Forex card and bring that here and activate it once you land in the UK. Also, if like you're from India, I will suggest you to bring a pressure cooker with you. It's very hard to find that here, and even if you find it, this country is mad expensive, so don't bother thinking or spending money here. So there was this one question I received asking, which one is better, student accommodations or private room rentals? So I get this question a lot of times. Both have their pros and cons, but I feel student accommodations are slightly expensive, but then you get to attend all residential activities and you get to bond with people, you get to make new friends because you're living in a block filled with students, maybe from different courses, different cohorts, different departments, and even your own flatmates. Secondly, there is campus security. So, like, you don't have to be worried about your safety, or there is 24/7 patrolling, 24/7 reception for you to reach out to. Like, whenever you need anything, like, even if you need a spare key to your house, you can just go down and be like, there's an issue, and they actually come and fix it that very moment. Other than that, I feel when personally I was happy because it was very convenient for me to get to classes. My food science buildings are just like 5 minutes away from here, even the libraries. So because I live on campus, I get to use the libraries at any time of the day, whereas my friends who live in private houses, they might not use the library that much. My motive is to make use of this university because I have paid so much, तो मुझे वसूल करना है. But it's up to you. I don't think there's anything wrong with private rooms as well, because that's like a cheaper option for you. So if you want to save on your rent, you can actually just look up for just be safe and be sure of what you're getting into, because sometimes you might not know who else is living in that house if you're renting it with someone else and you've not met them yet. Many of my friends came here and then looked for a house. Till then they lived in an Airbnb, so it was easier for them that way. It's just however it works for you. The good thing about private houses is that the connectivity to the city. So like if you're living in the city center, or you find a house that is closer to your supermarkets or anything, and then even closer to your university, so equidistant, so it's good for you. You don't have to travel much to get to both places. My problem is that I have to take the bus and then I have to take the tram to get to the city center from here. But that's just because my campus is very remote. It's not the case with all campuses here. So it won't be the case with all campus accommodations as well. But yeah, it's easier to even find part-time jobs when you're living in the city center or closer to shops and markets and everything. Obviously, I don't live closer to shops and markets and everything, so it was tough for me to find a part-time job. If you ask me, from my personal experience, I will 100% suggest living on campus because I have loved every bit of it. It's also the luxury of, getting to use the heater how much ever you want to. That's a luxury here, because otherwise when you're in a private house, you have to think about everyone else, and then you have to think about how much the bill would be because you're paying for electricity separately. Here the rent is inclusive of everything, all bills. Like I don't have to worry about my Wi-Fi or my heating or my gas or my electricity, so I can just do whatever I want to in this house as far as I've paid the rent. Second question was about assessments. So assessments, I would like to warn you that plagiarism is a very big thing here. So they have their own AI detector or whatever that is. It's called Turnitin, and that detects your plagiarism percentage. So after every submission, you can see your plag result every 24 hours. And yeah, please don't copy paste things from Google or from any research paper as well. They don't like Google, honestly. They prefer literature resources. So it's honestly better if you start reading papers, and if you know how to do that, that's good for you. I didn't know how to do that. I have graduated from a college in Mumbai that doesn't teach you anything, honestly. My undergrad is a waste, I feel. So yeah, I had to learn everything from scratch here, but again, a good thing. I wanted to use the university. I started using them. I will suggest you take help from your academics, your professors. The university also offers these short courses to learn things. They also have sessions to guide you how to write a scientific literature paper or a scientific report, or how to make a presentation, how to prepare for your vivas, because that's all a part of assignment. You will have you will have MCQ tests, you will have open book exams, you will have take home exams, you can have vivas, and you can also have presentations, group assignments if you're coming to the University of Nottingham. I am not speaking for any other university. Yeah. In continuation to that, there was this one question, that is every student placed within 3 months after graduating from UON? If you're asking if someone's placed after graduating, then I don't think that happens anywhere here. Depends on your course again. I had the option to do a placement or a research project as a part of my master's thesis, so like third semester. So I chose to do a placement, and which I've recently finished, but that's a part of the course, not after the course. I don't think anybody takes the responsibility to employ you or get you a placement after graduating. It's up to you. If your course has placement as a part of it, I will suggest go for that course, because maybe most of the times the placement companies think of hiring you even after your course. So yeah, it might just work out for you that way. If you don't have a placement option, then I don't think that anybody will just like from the university, anybody will come and offer you a placement. You'll have to keep applying. You'll have to reach out to people through LinkedIn maybe, and then look out for opportunities yourself. Yeah.